That's what I'd do, 50. But if Rihanna wants me to wear lipstick, I'll fucking go wear lipstick tomorrow, so. Oh my days, that is a team. No one's ever came on this show and named a better team than that. Oh my God. Yo, it's your boy H. I'm with Stokes, and this is What Would H Do?
Instagram, Twitter and TikTok stop their business, but you have to promote your new album. What would H do?
Instagram, what is it? Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Snapchat.
What old school way would you choose for promoting your album?
Yeah, I'd go to Market Street, which is a street in Manchester. I'd hand out copies of my CD. That's what people used to do back in the day anyway, in Manchester. How else would I do it? I really don't know. This shows my age because I really don't know. I would just go up to people in the street and say, hi, I'm Harrison, also known as H. I make sick music, please will you listen to it? And just do that all day.
You can swap your body for one day with anybody. What would H do?
If I could swap my body with anyone right now, I've got two answers. Can I say two answers, yeah? J-Lo and Ronaldo. I'd pick J-Lo because for fucking obvious reasons. You know what I mean? Don't ask me a stupid question, computer. And I'd pick Ronaldo because I just run and jump really high all the time.
You want to win over the German rap community, you have to choose a German rap artist to collab with. What would H do?
Phone Luciano, done.
Are German rappers a thing in the UK?
There'll definitely be a handful of people who listen to German rappers and whatnot. Obviously, sometimes it's hard for people to take in, it's a complete other language, you know what I mean? So if you're not down to kind of like, if you're not down to not understand what somebody's saying and just vibe, then yeah. But if you're a man that if you're a lyrics man and you kind of want to know what people are saying, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably not going to listen to someone that speaks a different language. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, definitely.
You need to move in a flat with 3 other artists. What would H do?
I'd go AJ Tracy. I'd go J-Lo and Lizzo.
What would be your role?
I'd just be the vibes. I'd be the entertainer. Do you know what I mean? I'd be one that keeps the vibes high in the house and probably mess it up a lot. But someone's got to do it, and I'm the youngest out of all us, so I'm allowed to do that.
Comedy Central is looking for a new show concept. You can pitch them your idea and play the main character. What would H do?
I would do a prank show and I would get all famous people who think they're gangster and I would scare the gangster out of them. That's what I'd do. Yeah, like punked. Yeah, like H punked. Yeah. That's what I'm going for. Comedy Central, holler at me.
50 Cent walks up to you and is super excited. He yells, "You, that's John Shelby from Peaky Blinders. I'm a huge fan." What would H do?
That's what I'd do, 50. Next question.
Any other comparisons you get?
I've got Billie Eilish before. I've got Millie Bobby Brown. I agree, I kind of look like John Shelby a little bit in certain pictures. Billie Eilish, I don't see that. It's probably the blue eyes. And Millie Bobby Brown, I don't know where that one comes from.
Capri Sun or Arizona iced tea? What would H do?
I feel disrespected that I've even been asked to compare those two drinks. I feel like not even telling you the answer. I feel like just saying if you know, you know. And if your mind's even in the right place, then there can only be one answer. Can we all say the right answer at the same time, please, boys and girls, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Capri Sun. Thank you. We're all sane in this building.
Rihanna slides in your DMs and tells you she loves how confidently you wear lipstick and would love to do a men's Fenty makeup collection with you. What would H do?
I'd be just mad confused. I've never wore lipstick in my life. I really don't know. But if Rihanna wants me to wear lipstick, I'll fucking go wear lipstick tomorrow. So actually, I would lie and say, oh, thank you for your support. I've been wearing lipstick for years. It makes me feel free. Can I be involved? So yeah.
Drake loves your accent. He wants to take lessons from you so he can use it during his next album promo run. What would H do?
I would say, let me be on the album and I'll teach you some things. If not, you're gonna have to have someone else, mate.
What do you think makes the British accent attractive?
See the American accent, it's very like, I always say this, American people, it's very common. And I mean that as to say like, we grow up. I don't know about you lot over here, but fucking SpongeBob's American. But you know what I mean? So I've been hearing an American accent or voice since I was 4 or 5 years old. So unless like the first time you hear it in person, it's not very exciting when you hear it. Whereas like, I suppose people have certain things in their head when they hear a British accent. I don't know, James Bond. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And look at us. Thank you.
You're hanging with your homies in the studio, your crush calls and needs you to come home ASAP to remove a fist-sized spider in her bedroom. What would H do?
I'm at work. She wouldn't even be able to ring me because my phone's on airplane mode, so it's just not gonna work out. And I don't like spiders, so you're gonna have to sort it out yourself. Sorry.
Have you ever got in trouble for being too invested in your music?
When I was in a relationship, I suppose I got in trouble for being too invested in my music, but I'm not wrong for being too invested in my music. Do you know what I mean? That's not my fucking problem.
Manchester United wants to do an all-star charity match and needs you as a coach. You have to announce the lineup. What would H do?
Edwin van der Sar, Patrice Evra, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic. Who's right back? Raphael. I don't know if anyone's a football fan here, but Raphael used to be a sit right back. And then I'd go Paul Scholes. This is an hard one. I'd go Paul Scholes. I'd put Rooney in the middle, so Paul Scholes and Rooney. I'd go Ronaldo, Cantona, Van Persie, and Ruud van Nistelrooy. Oh my days, that is a team. No one's ever came on this show and named a better team than that. Oh my God.
Eric Cantona wants to come for dinner and introduce his daughter. You should cook something for them. What would H do?
Order Nando's. I can't cook anything. I reckon pasta can't be that hard. Do you know what I mean? You put it in the water, you get it cracking. You don't necessarily need to put much sauce in it. You could even just bang some tuna in there and you're good. But am I really going to feed Eric Cantona and his daughter tuna pasta? Probably not. So yeah. Where's he from? France. I'd get some snails.
No more chicken shop or no more Nando's. What would H do?
Right, yeah, no more chicken shop.
What's special about Nando's?
It's very quick go-to, but it's just not as like unhealthy and as dirty as a chicken shop on the corner of the street would be. I don't know. Nando's is just like a weird like religion in the UK. It's weird, I don't know.
What's your go-to order?
I get like 3 wings. I'd go medium on the wings though. Recently I've been going hot on the wings, but generally medium on the wings. I get some halloumi sticks and then I'd get hot thighs, peri chips, coleslaw, garlic bread, Pyrenees. Yeah, I switch it up sometimes though. Recently I've been switching it up. Been getting hot wings and a wrap recently, but my go-to is that first one that I said.
The friend who uploaded your first freestyle wants 50% off all your earnings. What would H do?
He wants 50% of all my earnings anyway. I tell him fuck off.
Did you ever think it would blow up like this?
I don't know what I thought, to be honest. I can't even remember. When I started rapping, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna be sick. People are gonna know about me.
Tell them I'm not leave or leave it. Fill up my clip with bars and squeeze it.
I never knew what level, and I'm kind of like still going, kind of like not ended yet. But yeah, the freestyle has definitely helped me get put in a position where I am today. And big up Reg for obviously filming the original video and putting it on there. Unfortunately, you can't get 50% of everything I earn. My manager doesn't even get 50% of everything I earn. So we're gonna have to renegotiate.
Any advice for someone who's scared to publish their first piece of content?
I'm saying this now, and I'm young. I'm saying this now as a 22-year-old. There has definitely been things that happened 10 years ago, or even 6 years ago, that was probably the most embarrassing thing in the world to me or to someone else, and I can't even remember it. It just doesn't matter. Life is big, life is long, and unless you don't do your first video fucking stood there naked, no one's gonna remember it in 20 years. You'll be all right. You know what I mean? And I think you just gotta be confident in yourself. I think that's like kind of like, even if you're not confident at first, you will build that. But you just gotta suck it up and put it out there, because if you don't, you'll only go back home and kind of like be sad about it because you're not in the position that you want to be. But you need to put yourself in that position. I could talk about this for days, so I'm gonna stop there.
Vin Diesel wants to cast you in Fast and Furious 10. What would H do?
Yeah, I'd take that all day long. I'd take it all day long, I would, because it's just legendary, but there's fucking no need for 10 films. It's fucking out of order. I believe films should have a maximum of 3, and I also believe that no number 3 film is ever better than the number 1.
Wiz Khalifa wants to do a crossover episode of Day to Day and Life of H. What would H do?
Yeah, let's do it, 100%. I used to fucking go home every single night and watch Wiz Khalifa's day-to-days. So to be in one, yeah, definitely. I'd be in I was just about to say I'd be in Wiz Khalifa's day-to-day over Fast and Furious 10, but that's a lie. Because I'd probably get paid for Fast and Furious 10 and won't get paid for Wiz.
Did you get inspired by him?
Yeah, I think that was just like Because obviously as a fan, you're sitting back as a fan, all you see is the music and the music videos. So then when artists do things like that and I see him Wiz and living his kind of like normal life, or just a life away from the main camera, it was interesting. I wanted to be involved. I wanted to see what that life was like a little bit. So yeah, it definitely was a little bit of an inspiration.
Ed Sheeran shows you his newest song, but you don't vibe with it. What would H do?
I'd tell him all day long, definitely. I think he's a big enough man to understand that everyone's got an opinion and that everyone's gonna like everything you do. We've got a good enough relationship for me to be able to say that. He knows that I don't think he's shit. I think he's one of the best artists in the world. So just because I don't necessarily connect with a certain thing, that doesn't mean, yeah.
Thanks for being here. Some last words to your fans.
Last message to my fans, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you all. Big up all the fans in Germany as well, every time. What else do I say? Album's out, I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you for listening to it if you have done. If you've not, you're missing out. That's all I've got to say. Peace and love, be nice to people, and Guten Tag.